Welcome everybody. Community Livestream for, wow, we're getting like just, I'm starting to count down the days. Launch next. And South by Southwest and all this other cool stuff that we're planning. We were just planning a bunch of things for you guys in the next several weeks leading up to launch. My name is Matthew Anderson. I go by Barrick in the community. Most of you probably know me, and I have with me Star Long, who is the executive producer on Shroud the Avatar here at Portalarium. And we have these weekly fun community live streams for you guys.
Super fun.
Yeah, super fun. So fun, in fact, that I forgot half of my notes here. I actually have, we're gonna load up the chat. We're gonna be giving away some prizes and shifting a little bit in what we were going to actually show you guys. You'll notice the announcement yesterday is not the same as today. We are so excited to actually show off the Lost Vale. Now, I heard there was some secret stuff in there.
Super secret.
Very careful with that one, but we've got South Fetid Swamp and the Lost Vale to show you today. The heraldry items, which by the way, the weekly update just went out with more screenshots of these very cool heraldry items. Am I saying that name right?
Heraldry. Yeah.
Okay, good. These heraldry items have this secret, I don't know if it's secret, but it's a really cool, nifty little effect that we're going to show you on a future live stream at some point, but it's not quite ready yet.
Yeah.
That was going to be this one, and that's why we changed it to show off some scenes. Meantime,
agile.
So, there we go. Yep, very agile, very fast and quick, but always giving away prizes. If I don't give away prizes, you guys can call me on it. All right, so we've got let's see, we've got, speaking of prizes, 2018 Valentine's Day gift boxes to give away. Your choice this time of a heart emote, smoke, double, or the single, double or triple version of that. And on Twitter, we're going to be giving one last heart tub away.
2 heart in the heart tub.
And it's shaped like a heart too, isn't it?
Gonna make you sweat.
Very sweet. Yeah. Sure.
Gonna make you wet.
Just like that. How about that iced heart tub? We should make a version of that. That'd be double weird.
Doesn't make any sense.
I know. It's great. All right, so let's see. Not a lot of news here for community stuff. We got Relics by Rild, who asked me to mention his code, his secret code, COM launch. COM launch. Use that on his store, and you get $5 off of each community coin purchased. Community coins are in black and silver with the little gauntlet on them. I actually had one here on my desk. I should have brought it with, but check out his store, relicsbyrild.com, and use COM launch. We also have the Magnificent Trophy Room contest. That continues, and the Virtue Marathon 2018 Children's Miracle Network Hospital Network event on February 18th. We've been promoting that for a while. Now that's coming up. We have Valentine's Day next week, and the February 18th is late next week, Friday, Saturday, something like that. Let's see, what else? We've got a lot of community events coming up. Sequana Brasserie, yeah, that sounds right. Valentine's Day dinner, speaking of Valentine's, on Valentine's, very appropriate, February 14th, from 3 to 7 o'clock. All these events, all this information is in our weekly update and in the forums. Also, and I love promoting these, the Getting Started videos that you guys have worked on. So many of you created some really great videos, how-tos, walkthroughs, and for new players. If you're watching right now as a new player, these Getting Started videos are the thing for you. And we've got some really great community members who took quite a bit of time on some of them, hours, to create these videos that give you some tips on getting started. We put one in the weekly update, how to learn new emotes. Emotes are really fun. We have like, I think over 100 emotes.
More than that. More
than 100 emotes. So you can learn a lot of those, and you can actually teach other people quite a few of those as well. And then, did you know, Elgarian, I love his did you knows. Did you know the forests of New Britannia are fraught with danger? You want to know what that danger is? Learn more at Elgarian's Twitter account. He has more did you knows around a lot of things in the game. All right, so while I check on chat and get some prizes warmed up here.
Are we going to see chat somewhere
yes.
here? All right, sweet. All right, and this is where we have our sound for the news.
Oh yeah, I was going to buy on Amazon some sort of
news.
That actually works.
Star with the news.
That's even better. There's a time limit to those, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. It's good.
I stop. Should I stop making that noise and get to the?
You've got all the.
All right, here we go. All right. Lots of awesome stuff in the update this week. With R51, is just going to have amazing stuff. It's a short release. We always talk about short releases, and then somehow I have this amazing team that has discovered time travel, I think, because they managed to cram in as much work as a normal release in these short releases. So we're doing 3 full scene rebuilds in there, including South Midmare Way, South Fetid Swamp, and Lost Vale, all 3 of which are in this week's update. So you can see the pics of those. Those are looking really amazing, all 3 of them, really, really cool. And we also unveiled the new bears. The bears. We were actually really sad when those got finished because in our stand-ups we don't get to say the bears anymore.
The bears.
So that was sad. But they're looking really awesome, and you can see those in this week's update, and you'll get to see them in R51, along with some improvements to vendors, including the ability to use patterns on your vendor to give it visual variation. So finally, vendors won't all look like the same clones. Oh, and vendors will start animating and moving. They'll animate, they'll do some head tracking, they'll sit down if they're empty or if they haven't been interacted with in a long time. So they're not going to be standing there super still and all be cloned. Also, there's going to be a new date column on the vendor, so you'll be able to sort by date, so you'll be able to see what the newest items that have been added to the vendor. All that's in the weekly update as well, along with new visuals for the heraldry items, specifically the founder versions, which we made a little more visually distinct with some little collars on them and more angled cloth bottoms to those. And also, for those of you who simply cannot wait till the 22nd when R51 goes live, the QA version will be going live maybe Monday, probably definitely Tuesday. So if you can't wait till the 22nd, you could get on and help us test out on QA. And remember, if you test out on QA, you get all sorts of cool exclusive tester items like the ant farm and the antenna and the ant cloak, all sorts of stuff. And R51 is just going to have so many cool stuff besides all the stuff I mentioned, like the bears and the scene rebuilds and the heraldry stuff and the vendor variations. The wild boars that we introduced last release in R50 are going to be tameable. And we've already been testing out.
But they're wild. That makes no sense.
Yeah. I think that was like one of the very first things that Atos did when he got in the dev build was tame himself a boar. Speaking of tamed pets, all the way back in release 45, I think it was, we added the ability to get your pets to emote, like sit and dance, but that was actually only working for non-combat pets. But Matt's been doing a bunch of work to add that to tamed pets. So combat pets now can dance. So finally you're going to be able to have your bear and your wolf and your scorpion and your spider be able to do things like sit and dance. A big major update to combat. I feel like we're saying this every release now. We did this big major math rework to combat. Atos has been doing this amazing work with combat to introduce this whole idea of skill proficiency, so where if you concentrate on one single school, you'll get all sorts of bonuses, and you can only have one. So that's going to be going in R51. The Virtue leggings, the quest to get those, so you'll finally be able to build your whole set of Virtue armor, and new harvestable trees that actually look like the maple and the pine. Those are going in. I'm going to be putting out some images of those first thing next week. and a bunch of UI polish, including finally when you go and talk to an NPC for your quest and you have items in stacks, they'll pull exactly what they need out of your stacks or various stacks instead of you having to have the exact stacked number of items that they need. So I know that's seems like something that's super obvious, but that's going to be done. And also, in this week's update, and this week I managed to get all of the missed questions with some help from Bezos and Atos. We got all of the missed questions from the R50 telethon and the YouTube video. Those are posted in the weekly update. And we're getting down to the very last few NPC submissions for Xenos and you. We've gotten some great submissions. Thank you, backers who gave us some really great submissions for those, and we're down to the last few. And then we have our this week's sales, this week's weekend sales, all about the Vikings and the Wolves. And this was in celebration of the Norgard Barbarian gear that we added to the game and the new Wolves that we added. Anything Wolf and Viking gear related is still this weekend. And last two things I wanted to mention. We talked a little bit again about South by Southwest this week in the update. One thing to note, we've talked about we're having our booth at South by Southwest Gaming. And one thing that I added in the note this week is that we're going to have our booth where you can come and play the game, you can meet the developers. But in addition, we're going to be sharing our booth with the Merits app guys. And we have a cool announcement that's going to be going out maybe next week, hopefully, about some cool promotions we're doing with them around South by Southwest. And also, the Airy Fund folks are going to be in our booth with us talking about all the charitable work we've been doing with them and that they've been doing with the Merits app guys as well. And speaking of that, the Airy Fund is launching their new Twitch show tonight. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah,
right. And I'm actually going to be on their show on March 9th. And last thing I want to talk about is I'm doing another dance party for the release. So join me on the 23rd on the Queen of Chaos.
Type in chat if you love DJ Darkstar. Type Queen of Chaos.
Sweet. And I've got another awesome mix put together at people's request. I've got a little more disco in there. So put on your dancing shoes. And yeah,
Disco DJ.
I think that's all my news. I'm going to go back to working on the R51 post. So I had that ready for everybody testing on QA. And
I'm waiting for the. Oh, there we go. King of Order.
That's King of Order. No. That's Richard. All right. So who's going first?
Okay, we've got Esteban. If you want to bring him in for Self-Fetid Swamp.
Thanks, everybody.
All right, let's give away a prize. We've got that 2018 Valentine's Day gift boxes. They look really good around anything in your home, really. And so that's going to be the last one that we're giving away too, because it's exclusive to the 2018 year. So if you want to win that in Discord or Twitch, type !Valentine. Hey guys, there you are. Here we go. The team of which scene are we showing off today?
Showing off a Fetid Swamp upcoming map. Pretty fresh.
Swampy. It doesn't sound fresh to me. It's swampy. What are you talking about?
I was gonna say fresh off the press, but the opposite of fresh.
All right, let's see here.
Is fresh. That's what
I always get the camera a little misaligned. Okay, everybody is rolling for this 2018 Valentine's Day gift boxes that we're giving away. It's the last of the Valentine's Day gift boxes. For all those on Twitter, tweet #LBSOTA or @Shroud of Avatar, our Twitter account, if you want a chance to win that heart tub, which is the last heart tub we're going to give away too. Items are going bye-bye relatively. Okay, so I think we have Unity up here. I'm going to just move some windows around a little bit to get that ready while everybody rolls for that set of gift boxes. Pretty good there. I'll get Unity on this here so that you hang there and watch it here. Okay, we're going to do a switch right now. There it is. Okay, and we'll give it give you guys a chance to, introduce the scene, and then when there's a little bit of a break there, we'll give away those gift boxes.
Sure. Great. So we're gonna dive in there.
Chrome window up there too.
Yeah.
Okay, now this scene is, both of these scenes today are actually in our weekly update. So if anybody is interested in seeing the screenshots you guys took for them, they're in the weekly update.
Yes, that is true. Yep. So this is the first mention of South Fetid Swamp in the update. So right now I'm finalizing world building. Dan's got some of his puzzle mechanics in,
Yes.
and then in the coming week I'll be working on spawning the map, bad guys.
In the way of introductions, for anyone who doesn't know, I'm Dan. I'm focused on the forum. This is our lovely Esteban, aka Sorcerer Steve,
That is correct, Sorcerer Steve on the forums.
aka just Steve. I think every day I refer to you as Steve or Esteban.
You do, yeah.
I try to get one of each in each day.
So here we are in South Fetid Swamp. So the story behind South Fetid Swamp is that this is the site of an ancient battle. I'll go ahead and maximize this.
Music, I guess, a little bit loud. We'll get that notch down a little bit for you
yes.
guys.
There we go.
I'll leave a little. Let us know if that's better. Thanks to Dragur and a couple of others
there we go.
for letting us know on that sound.
So yeah, as I was saying, South Fetid Swamp is, well, for one, it's located in the Verdantis region. And the story behind this map is that it is the site of an ancient battlefield,
It's the skeleton.
hence the skeletons. So a lot of the inspiration of Tier 3, by the way, if you can see the skull marker here. But a lot of the inspiration for this swamp came from like dead marshes in Lord of the Rings. So I really wanted to have a swamp where there was, for one, the name Fetid associated with pungent smells, and I thought, what better way to showcase that than by having a swamp with a bunch of dead people in it.
Doesn't get more
Doesn't get more fetid than that. So as you can see, there's signs of a siege. Every now and then you'll see these like fire plumes that come out of the water. That's signs of methane, gas that rises up and then just spontaneously combusts. And then of course you see just stinky bog gases.
It's very unpleasant.
Swamp gases. So we're currently in the encampments of this is what was once the siege site. So they attacked the castle.
I like the swamp gases, by the way. Like the
Oh, thanks.
fire swamp from Princess Bride. Little
Oh yeah.
words. You ever see that?
I think I can remember that vaguely.
We've got a winner of this Valentine's Day gift box, so I'll just throw that out there and then we'll move on to the next prize and let that one spin. Congrats to GamerQuest for winning the 2018 Valentine's Day gift boxes. Please message, let's see, I think you were in Twitch. Please message Shroud the Avatar in Twitch and let us know what you won, just as a refresher, and also your character name in the game so we can award it to you. Let's roll right away for that. Your choice of a heart emote, the single, double, or triple, although I don't know why anybody wouldn't want to choose triple heart emote personally. It looks really cool. If you want to win that, type !heart. And we'll give that a few minutes.
I just saw somebody on comment say they're the spirit lights. Don't look at them. That would be kind of cool if we could like spawn something close to those like bog gases, which I could have like. I mean, the fact that they're green makes them stand out, but.
Are you saying like a triggered thing?
I mean, his comment made me think like, so these gases stand out, and what if like, what if when you get close to like a spirit or something like a.
Yeah, we could trigger some ghosts off of that.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
trigger some ghosts off of those. Yeah.
You're doing your spawning pass on this now, I think, right? Or
Yes, I'm just starting spawning pass. So earlier today, I was just working on like setting up onks and discoveries, and yeah, that's exactly what I'm working on right now.
do you want any support on the triggerable ghost spawners? Do you
Oh
want to go that
yeah.
direction? As
I mean, I just think
yeah.
that would be cool because I don't think we've done that ever. I mean, not in that sense of having like swamp gas and then have it associated with like the fact that there's so many dead bodies. Like, there's like broken siege machines. Uh, Obviously, this was a big battle, and then have like ghosts coming out of the swamp.
The restless dead.
That'd
Yeah.
be cool.
So we're gonna make our way toward the castle. So I collaborated a lot with Dan in this puzzle. I really wanted to get his input on this, and just kind of see what he could do with that. But I basically just came to you a few weeks ago, and I was like, hey Dan, this is the site of a big battle. I can imagine people attack the castle. You can see signs of boats. These are so as sieges tend to go, some of them can prolong for long periods of time, and after a while, the attackers assaulted it, and they assaulted it via boats. The attackers put up defensive barricades, so you can see where the boats kind of busted as they drifted on shore. Um, as the attackers would have then proceeded to attack, they would have lifted up ladders to scale the mud cliffs. Some of these ladders would have been brought down. Lots of casualties due to the arrow fire, and those few that managed to get across, had to deal with the harsh mud. Yeah, so those are some of the traps that are still active even to this day.
Defenses.
Some automated defenses.
So, part of the backstory for this castle is that it had many generations of successful defenses against sieges. The last lord who oversaw this castle didn't have as much success. The determined attackers managed to breach the walls, in spite of all the defensive disadvantages that they had that you were just pointing out. They managed to make it in.
Yes.
Some of that backstory, without saying too much, ties in with the puzzle that we ended up going with for the.
Are the traps in here?
Oh yes, there's plenty of traps. I mean, we just went through.
We just went through traps and everything.
We just went through some of them. But yeah.
Did you ever tell everybody watching Richard's interest in traps?
Oh yes. I mean, he will stop by our desks like at least 3 times a week, probably.
Yes.
Traps.
Traps.
2 times a day when he's in office, or even on the robot. He'll swing by and remind us that traps are an essential part of any scene.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like what Kingu Starfish said about, it's amazing how long some sieges can go, like for like decades in that case.
I thought that said Canada.
Oh, Candia, yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get to the puzzle, and then we can talk about, some of the work that you did, following, just a little bit of how you managed to tie in the virtues in that. 'Cause I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, a sneak peek. So on the telethon recently, we showed off a few scenes, and particularly the puzzles in those scenes, because that was the focus. We went a little more in depth, a little more spoiler intensive than we normally do, but we're kind of back to the regularly scheduled spoiler-free puzzle tour for this. But so here's a conspicuous column with some banners.
And it happened to have 8 sides.
Yes, yes, very very appropriate. There might be some familiar symbols on these. Little tip that also kind of ties in with the fact that these are virtue related. The 8 virtues, sacrifice there. All of them are featured here, and also below them, aside from the little spiky protrusions there, pay no mind, some switches, one for each of the virtue banners.
Rank.
Interesting. You can flip them as you would expect to be able to do with any switch, but clearly there's
Right.
something going on here. There's no feedback after each one. It's like, okay, what did that do? Okay, well, those stay down. Can't be brought back up after you've interacted with them. At least not immediately. Fifth one.
Yeah, it's the fifth one.
Okay,
Want to go for the sixth one, Dan?
let's do it. Oh, that's no good. So clearly you did something wrong because spikes in the face. That's the best indication to know something went wrong.
The first time I saw this, after you set it up, I was like, oh my god, Dan, you weren't kidding around with the spikes.
No, yeah, they
Never.
go out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. You got the moss.
Yeah,
treatment?
So I'm currently in the process of like, putting moss on the surface of everything. So yeah, I have started putting mosses even on the spikes themselves, but
Nice.
there will be more of that to come.
But in spite of their age, these traps are clearly still functional, and hopefully so is the reward. Whatever this device is used to conceal.
Right.
Without saying too much, but I guess we can say that there are clues associated, as you would expect. You're not intended to try to brute force your way through the solution to this.
Right.
There are
So
some important clues.
somewhere amidst that swamp, all of that swamp,
Somewhere out there.
are about 6 clues
Yeah, thereabouts.
deep hidden in the swamp.
Maybe some in the castle, maybe some in the swamps. They're all in the scene. I can tell you that.
I can tell you that. So yeah, there's plenty of nooks inside the castle. As with every castle I design, I try to make them all different.
So you have a thing for castles.
I do, yeah. I mean,
different ways. Would you consider what scene was that with the prison?
Libris.
Libris ruins, right?
Yes.
Is that now a castle, or is that just a?
Well, that was a big structure. I guess you could say that was a castle
It
of
was
sorts,
a prison,
but
right? I could be mixing words here. Castles and prisons,
yeah.
can they be the same? I don't know.
Why not?
Yeah.
Once upon a time, it used to be a castle, but now it's a prison, or maybe it used to be a prison, but now it's a castle. Although it's likely the.
Yeah.
I don't know of any person who would make a castle out of what was once a prison. I don't know. I suppose.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been playing Assassin's Creed
I don't know,
Unity.
you let us know,
That's
guys.
still,
Does it make sense to turn a prison into a castle? What scenario would that?
That was a great question. Somebody's asking, can't you just pull the levers by standing away from them?
Oh, trying to avoid
That's
Yeah.
a good
trap?
point.
No.
Yeah.
You might be able to get away with it. You guys are pretty clever, pretty good at finding ways
Resourceful,
to
very resourceful.
yes, finding ways to subvert our deadly plans for you. But initial testing suggests that you have to be in range of the switch, within range of the spikes to interact with the switch, and that interact range is adjustable. So if you guys are getting sneaky and we catch wind of it, we'll make some adjustments. But really, it's hard to brute force your way through that puzzle, just given the number of possible solutions. So as Seawolf was pointing out earlier, the traps are kind of more injury to insult, just given the nature of the puzzle.
Right. So I've now taken the southern route into the map, and I'm going to go ahead and show off this mud house layer. So deep inside the swamp, these are some of the locals. So there's going to be a special story tied in with the person who lives here. We're going to keep that in the download for now, but just know that there's going to be quite a person that lives here. And just to show you what he's into, he likes to bury people to their necks.
This thing. Everyone's got their thing.
Yeah, you can see there's. Yep.
Someone's asking, who are all the naked statue girls? That would be the scale women.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Pay no mind
Yeah.
to the woman behind the curtain.
Yep.
So close.
Here we are inside the mud house lair. So when I posted pictures last night, somebody mentioned that this looked a lot like Yoda's
Oh
hut
yeah,
from
they did.
Star Wars.
So
Well,
it's
you know, a
a-
mud house is a mud house.
Yeah, I guess I could see that.
At some point, doors are doors, you know.
Yeah.
I always speculated about that. I'm going off on a huge tangent here, but I know you guys love this sort of stuff too. If we ever encountered aliens,
Say we haven't.
assuming we haven't, not getting into that, they probably their houses, houses are houses, doors are doors. They may be bigger or smaller, but it's still a door. So on some level, it's going to be, Yoda's house.
In some
Yeah.
dimension.
Yeah, I mean, really, it just came down to, building a unique location.
It's a swamp, of course the roof is leaky.
Actually, we do have raindrop effect. I mean, yeah, like drop effects.
Oh, is that?
No, that's the roof is
Are they
leaky.
talking about?
Yeah,
they're
they're
talking
talking
about
about
the-
Yeah.
they're talking about that, but the roof is
Literally.
leaky.
We're just gonna embrace that. I
Yeah,
think.
let's just. Yeah, reminder that this is very much a work in progress.
Yes. And that
There's a solution for that. I need to tag the roof of that mud house as extra collider, so the rain won't come in.
and how many of you have lived in mud huts that you can say that the roof wouldn't leak that much? That's what I want.
Exactly.
Who's willing to admit to living in a mud hut for any period of time?
It's all live, people. Do it live.
Twitch us says that is condensation dripping off a musty mud roof. That makes full sense.
Yeah. So another thing about building this swamp is that I took a lot of inspiration from like swamps down in Louisiana and down in like the Bayou, and something I really want to do was just have a whole bunch of like cypress knees, because looking at pictures of real life swamps, it's like a whole bunch of like these like root systems that are come out. And so that's something that you'll notice a lot in this swamp, is that there's a lot of cypress knees and just roots sticking above the surface of the water.
Greg 29407 says they have more candles in there than The Bachelor. Well, I've never seen The Bachelor, but again, it's a swamp, so it's raining. It's raining inside your house. Might as well have extra candles, just because what is the mud house going to burn down?
Yeah, that's probably not.
So light it up. Why not?
And here you can see some of the fish that have started to put in the water.
Some big fish right there.
Oh yeah.
I think they're swarming you.
Oh yeah, are they piranha? Some massive piranha.
Yeah.
It'd be just like us to unleash those on you guys.
Oh yeah.
I think your explanation for those was similar to the explanation for the origin of Godzilla. Is that right?
Well, I mean, in a way, really, I really wanted to illustrate, So I've watched a lot of river monsters on TV, and I was like, well, wouldn't it be cool if we had some big fish down in the swamp? And to go along with that, we're gonna pay a visit to the locals. So there's a swamp village built on some of these upraised mud plateaus.
Awesome.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a fun idea.
that's makes us think.
Yeah, I bet
Piranha traps. And Richard loves traps.
Yeah,
in
Lord
general.
British would enjoy a piranha trap very much. I think.
So up here in our swamp village, we can see that the locals have been busy. They're crocodile hunters.
Yes.
Got the catch of the day, some river monsters.
Wow.
There's a big 5-footer. Takes a lot of strength to bring one of those
Yeah, I
in.
bet. Wow.
I like that he looks a little more pale than maybe it was the color of the water, maybe underneath, but the like I think with the koi, right? The older they get, they kind of start losing their coloration. They start to get a little more whitened.
I guess that's true.
So
Yeah.
it's kind of cool that the big one is out there.
But yeah, this is the local swamp village, and lots of more clues to find in here relating to. But we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. But they, I think there's a particular prize that they're after in the scene as croc hunters.
Oh yeah, We're gonna go ahead and swim there.
Spoilers?
And I believe you got a good setup for us there, Dan. Go ahead and sleep there.
Tell me to sit up kid.
The setup kid. Whoa. Almost hit that cyber singer.
Whoa, watch out for the
Look
ground.
out. These are not friendly. So yeah, this is a tier 3 scene, and these guys are tier 3, appropriate for this scene.
So as a new player, would you dare risking your adventuring through here
As a new player?
as a new player?
No, this would be a little tricky. You probably have the difficulty taking on even one
Killed him,
tier 3
Dan.
creature. Did.
What are you doing?
Skinning crocodile.
You know, what do
Oh,
you
you
do
get
with
the skin for the crocodile. Then what can you do with that?
You can wear it
You
as a
make
kid.
I think you make a trophy too, can you?
Purse.
You make a crocodile trophy. For all you trophy hunters out there, we've got a new trophy room contest that's going on right now. Check that out on the website. I mentioned that at the beginning of the live stream, but we had a really great trophy room contest last year. Really amazing trophy rooms, and there were crocodiles, there were bears, there were wolves. Oh my, it was amazing. Everything. Cool.
Yeah, this is
Crocodile.
what we call a lair, I think.
Yeah,
It is
so
a
Crocodile lair. I think that's a movie.
yeah, it's a little crocodile, well,
Something
burrow,
like-
I guess you could say. But
Right.
basically the idea for this was that we've had battle royales in the past, and on occasion we've had battle royales with wolves, where you kill a certain amount of wolves, and then an alpha wolf comes out. And so I thought, well, we're deep in the swamp, got crocodiles. Wouldn't it be cool if we could do a battle royale with crocodiles?
Nice
And
alpha
so
croc.
that's pretty much the setup for this.
Yeah, so you guys followed followed how to get here, you'll know where to look for him, but he's tricky and he only comes out when you've dealt with his with the rest of his clan there. What's up? What is it?
Oh, I was just laughing at some of them.
So yeah, this is
South Fetid Swamp.
All right, cool. We got one more scene, and you're sticking around, right?
Danny is.
yes,
Then
will be.
sticking around. Okay. All right.
Yes.
Cool. And they'll be able to check out this scene and the next one in our 51.
That's correct.
2 weeks from now, everybody. Okay, thanks.
Your horses.
And you go grab
I'll go grab Travis.
Travis.
Yes. Nice seeing you guys.
Hi, Esteban.
do a swap at the camera here, and then while we get the other thing loaded, there we go. Okay, so that was South Fetid Swamps. You can see more screenshots, check it out on the weekly update. We also have Travis here now,
There it is.
and more news.
No, I have to protect the secrets.
The protection. So if he starts saying something, you're gonna be like, "Bzz."
Yeah.
Okay.
Get the
All right,
trap
so
on.
we're protecting secrets here. We've got
I'm
our
gonna
guards
protect those secrets.
and we are going to show you a scene that wasn't originally planned for this week's update, but here you go. We also, by the way, everybody I'm going to give away 2 of these because I know that I forgot one prize. I forgot one prize last live stream, so to make up for it, here are 2 of the choice of heart emotes. Congrats to Chris Paladin and Hex for winning one of those. Please message me, Barrick, if you're on Discord, or Charlie Avatar if you're on Twitch, with your character name and which emote you would like. And that's all our prizes for today, except for the Twitter prize, the Heart Tub. So make sure that you go on Twitter at some point during this live stream and just do a quick tweet, hashtag LBSOTA, and or at Shroud of Avatar, and just say, hey, this is awesome, I'm having a great time playing the game, or this is a great live stream, or I want that prize, whatever you want. It's totally cool. And I think we're now in the, are we lost already in the Lost Vale?
You're lost.
It's hard, too hot in the hot tub.
All right, I'm gonna actually let you start. I gotta jump out for just a
Okay.
moment. I'm gonna let you take command
All
of
right.
this chair.
All right. So, do we need to switch the camera?
And we'll do a little switcheroo of that because they don't want to stare at us too long, I
Yeah.
suspect.
We're looking at stuff. They can watch his reaction, but what we're actually.
All right. Look at that. All right. So, I'm here because we don't want to reveal too many secrets So we're not going to say how you can get here. Just that. Oh, look, you would have gone through this door, though. That's how you would have gotten here.
That's all you need to know.
That's all you need to know. Oh well, and that there will be some celestial alignments that we can talk about the frequency. So we could say that. So
Every month.
every game month. So every New Britannian month.
8 Earth hours. I
Yeah.
think.
It'll be accessible, but only that often. So it's not gonna. You can't get to it all the time. So this will be other than sieges. This will be the only scene that won't be available all the time. And sieges are practically available all the time.
Yeah, so
I mean, but with between player-owned town owners plopping down devotionals, these are available. And so, what else? What else can we say that doesn't give away anything?
Can we say? Well, I don't know. It's hard to confirm what's okay.
Let's see. Well, we can say it's not anywhere real. I guess we could say
Yeah.
that. Like it's not like so it's not it doesn't have a real physical location on the map.
Yes. Maybe that's good right there.
Yeah, so we can say that. Let's see. Oh, and we can have. Oh, you know what? We can play 20 questions. So they asked, is it solo or group?
Vegetable.
It's
Yes.
yes. Well, so I think the latest plan we're working with is it's open, but we're going to constrain it to what, 16? Yeah, so it's going to be open, but it's going to be 16 player.
So one of their 20 questions is whether or not you and I are related. I think maybe this is a hairstyle.
Yeah, I think it's all bald men are related.
Yes.
Yeah, I think all bald men are related.
It's a genetic thing.
Everyone who's bald with dark hair. I saw love the colors and the lighting. Yeah, Travis has done an amazing job. But one of the things that we're able to do is because it's not in a quote real place. But there's no time of day. So we're able to do some really cool sort of fixed lighting effects. Yeah.
Really pretty.
Yeah.
Oh no, I
Especially
lost
like
all
that.
my armor.
The
Alright.
entryway that in the comms and like it's
Oh, the yes.
Is it actually a tier 2 area? No, much higher than that.
Yes. I think there may be some guys around that level when you first come in, and then it's out of control.
It ramps really high.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see.
Can we say it's beyond time as well as space?
Well, you just said that.
Oh, okay.
No,
if
we can't
if we
say
can't
that.
say that, then I didn't say that. Just
Whoa, look at that.
pretend.
Wow, I haven't even seen that. That looks cool. What happened there?
Can I say?
Nope.
No. Well, let's go. Wait, can we go back?
Yeah.
Nothing happened.
Something happened. That was cool.
This is the epitaph, if you recognize. And
Shh. It's what?
something will appear here. Any
I
something?
don't know. That might be.
We already saw.
true.
They've already seen a screenshot. So if you've
Yeah.
seen the update
Yeah.
or you've seen Travis's post, so you've seen what appears there. You can go back because they've already seen what appears there.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of really hard fights. That's not good. Close your eyes if you have.
Oh yeah,
Acute
don't look
epilepsy.
if you have seizures.
Deliberately creepy.
Oh wait, so here's a question. Since it's only accessible at certain times, is there a specific duration that you can stay inside? No, we're not going to kick you out, are we?
I don't know. We talked about that, but I don't know where we ended up with that.
I don't think we're going to kick you out. Not right now.
You can't log off there and then come back.
Right.
all
That,
the
that
time.
that's the one thing though. Yeah, we won't let you come back, log out, and come back. But if you're in the game in there when it becomes inaccessible, I don't think we're planning on kicking you out. But you can't like I don't know, maybe though.
Yeah, because then you're thinking about inviting
Or like
people.
basically chain
Yeah.
making it accessible by
Yeah.
teleport to
You'll
friend.
have time to get your friends there and fight for a while.
Yeah, I don't know. There may be a time limit there.
We're doing some interesting things with this scene, so we may have some decisions yet to be made.
There may or may not be.
Is
new
it
NPCs
Dawn
to
from
talk to.
Ultima 3? Well, there's nothing in our game that is Ultima, because that's not our intellectual property.
I've never even heard. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Number three of them.
That is physical space. Ann and I are working on filling it with fun stuff.
Yeah,
Stuff you guys like.
but the fun variety.
Yeah, so it's going to be tied to, let's see, what other clues can we give? It's going to be tied to the virtues a little bit, and I don't want. There's so much I want to say, and I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it. You guys don't want it spoiled. You really don't.
Yeah,
You really want to wait to get it revealed to you.
and the visuals are big reveal. How awesome is this?
Well, the doors are just open and you're just running through unimpeded right now.
Yeah, you won't be able to just go through like this. There will be things you have to do to get from place to place, and there'll be NPCs that you interact with and tell you about stuff.
Things.
Yeah, and that cool armor he's wearing is the heraldry armor. Yeah. Let's see, is it tied to the lion door? No, that's being done for South Midmare Way. Is it connected to the appearance of the big red rock? I don't know about this big red rock. What big red rock in the sky? The big red rock.
It's not the moon.
That might be a bug. That big red rock in the sky might be a bug. We should fix that.
By the moon? It's not the moon.
Yeah.
Vera.
You can't buy anything there. Cloak asks, what about supplies? You can't buy. There are no merchants there.
Oh,
Yeah.
You got to bring everything you need.
Yeah.
Set up
Yeah.
shop here.
Yeah, come prepared. Yeah.
That person, who's that? Kelworth, Belford. They are on top of what we're working on here. They got an eye on the lion door being worked on, and close attention. Careful.
Yeah. Yeah. Secrets, lots of secrets. Yeah. Yeah, we actually haven't done the full spawning pass on this, so we just now finished the world building. I say we, Travis.
Yeah,
But the world building has just been completed, and we're just now starting to do the spawning. But there's going to be, there's going to be a quest line throughout here, through this, a quest line that takes you through this. There's going to be things to fight.
there's gonna be a lot of things to fight.
Yeah, and it's going to require cooperation with other people. For sure.
Some involved content that we may not be able to get in for this release might be something that we
Oh yeah,
add in.
there's plans to expand on
Yeah.
what we can deliver.
Yeah, so there's going to be a version that we go live with this release, and then there's probably going to be another pass we do next.
It's only gonna get better.
Yeah, but it's very.
Oh, we were just talking about the Scatty Cathy elves. Reduce the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's basically it.
there we go.
Gorgeous.
All right. That's the Lost Vale. And I hope you're very lost now about what's going on. That was our goal,
Now you're more
to be
confused.
super confused.
Yeah. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Joy.
All right.
All right, stay tuned. Thank you, everybody. This is our live stream, and we will see you next week.
Bye, guys. Bye.